for forgiveness of sin. God's rejection of Cain's offering teaches that without shedding of blood there can be no remission of sin. Cain should have procured an animal for acceptable sacrifice in obedience to the divine will. Instead, he allowed Abel, the first martyr. The word martyr signifies witness and is particularly used in reference to those who witness to the Lord's cause faithfully at the cost of suffering or death. Abel has the distinction of being God's first martyr. It is very remarkable that nearly all the martyrs have suffered at the hands of brethren. Thus, Jesus and the apostles received their persecution chiefly from Jewish brethren, sharers of the same blessed hopes and promises. How strange a fellow Christian! Thus the Scriptures foretold, saying, Your brethren that hated you and that cast you out said, The Lord be glorified. But he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. Every martyr, in proportion to his faithfulness, will ultimately receive a crown of life, while all persecutors will ultimately be ashamed. The reign of sin and death continued for 4,000 years before God sent his Son into the world to be its Redeemer and Deliverer. The Redeemer will set it free from bondage to sin and death, but he could not do so unless first he paid the death penalty, dying, the just for the unjust. During those 4,000 years, vague promises were given from time to time, but no start was made to fulfill them until Jesus appeared. Even those vague promises were confined to the Jewish nation. Outside nations, the Gentiles, received no promises of relationship to God. They were condemned sinners, and no hopes were held out to them. As St. Paul says, they were without hope, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope, and without God in the world. For 6,000 years, according to St. Paul, we have had a reign of sin and death. Christians are still praying for the blessed day of Messiah, for Satan's finding. Then blessings will displace sin, sorrow, and death. Sorrow and mourning begun. The first death in Adam's family must have cast a great shadow. The hope centered in the divine promise that the seed of the woman should bruise the serpent's head was temporarily snuffed out. Shortly after, Seth was born. His name indicates that his parents hoped that he would be the man promised of the Lord, not seeing that the promised one would be the Messiah, who would come long afterwards, and for whose work the world still waits. Although we speak of this as the first death, we must not forget that from the divine standpoint, Adam and his race were already dead, in that none can regain everlasting life except through the Redeemer's work of sin atonement. At present, the population of the world consists of 1,600 million, 90,000 dying every day. It is undoubtedly fortunate for our fallen race that we cannot appreciate deeply the sorrows and difficulties of others. Each individual, each family, has about as large a share of sorrow as it can properly bear. Indeed, the poet, realizing the folly of unrestrained grief, has well sung, Go bury thy sorrow. The world has its share. Go bury it deeply. Go hide it with care. Hope, joy, and peace come to us through the divine promise that the time is coming when there shall be no more sorrow or dying, no more sin or pain. For Messiah's kingdom shall conquer sin and death, and cause God's will to be done on earth as fully as it is now done in heaven. Our experiences with sin and its penalties should make us all sympathetic. We should do nothing to add to the sorrow of others, but everything to relieve. The words of Jesus touch this chord of sympathy. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. There is no rest for the weary of heart except in union with Christ